Welcome everybody to our Monday morning casual rap challenge stream. We are distributing secret chess knowledge here. Okay, the rule is you have to challenge me to 7 plus 5 casual. The ruling class. Okay, I've got a challenge here from Schumacher. I don't know if you're actually going to be here because I'm late. That's an old challenge. How's my ping? Oh man, my mouse is all over the place. The Microsoft. Ooh, ping 226. Nice. Whoa. Whoa, hello, Microsoft. Hello, Microsoft. Hello? I don't know, we got really weird stuff going on. My computer is acting up. It is acting up for some reason this morning. Oh, I think I didn't close some windows and stuff. Alright, that's the problem. Let me close some applications here. Forgot to do that. I have some extra applications running that I don't need to have running. Probably doesn't help. Just a moment. I like to shut everything down. OBS is... Yeah, I'm shouting. Sorry for shouting. Can you hear me now? It wasn't registering on the Richter scale because of the lag I was experiencing. Hello? Alright, we're good. I'm just testing. It was merely a test. Still shouting. Turn down your volume. It's too loud. Mr. Coffee's online. Zen Chess. Hey, it's Miro. Welcome, guys. Expecting to crush me. Okay, let's start. You are here. How ran? How did you run? 4 a.m. from Nathan. 4 a.m. defense. 3 a.m. Alright. White. Ooh, it's cold here. We had snow on the roof last night. How about you, Schumacher? Do you guys have... You're further south than me. Do you have snow? Do you have snow in Serbia? Mm-hmm. It all melted, but we did have a dusting of snow on the roof when I went downstairs in the middle of the night around, well, maybe it was like 2 a.m. or something. I was like, wow, look at that snow. Theoretically winter. Queen's Gambit. I'm running out of things to play against you, man. But Schumacher is catching up to the top, most active players against me with 259 games now. This is game 260 against him. Yeah, I mean, my mouse is still acting weird. It's all over the place. Oh, that's not good, dude. That means I need to, restart the computer. When my mouse starts acting flaky. I'll tell you what. The problem is... You're spamming the chat this morning. Alright. Only Bijak in the chat. We had first comment from Nathan, 2247. know why I like to waste time here so much. Really need to do a restart for my mouse to be fixed. It's like if I get any time pressure, I'm screwed because my mouse is all flaky. The cursor is just like floating around the screen. How's my ping now? Can you hear me now? We're down to normal ping. If I saw the floating cursor, that's hard to move. Yeah, Astrobate doesn't seem to come on Monday mornings anymore. The simul must take a lot out of him. I had a REM sleep dream last night, which is very, very unusual for me. On Sunday night, when normally I can't sleep, I actually had a very deep... It was great. I mean, I feel better today. And the weather changed, so it's like high pressure system now. We had really low pressure for like 3 days, and yesterday, I mean Sunday, I thought I was gonna die, man. I was sleepy the whole day. Like I had really good sleep, and I feel like the first time in a week, and I don't feel like I have diabetes or something, like I can't stay awake. How's business? Business is slow. We didn't get a lot of financial support for the simul yesterday, but if you look at it from that perspective, it's bad. But if it's, in terms of just playing chess better, I think we're good. Dude, you're just gonna let me like expand. Business is expanding. We need more support from the subscribers, more donations. I'm making below minimum wage for this job, so. But you guys are great, Sumahair, regular subscriber. He's here 24/7. He's played 200 games with me in the last 2 years, probably. If you can't support us financially, you can support us by just being here and playing. Alright, Tezik subscribed. First subscriber of the week. Great, man. I'm starting to use like clickbait titles. That's why I call it. Today's stream is called... Damn, my mouse is crazy. Yeah, that's not the title. It's doing all kinds of freaky stuff. Rapid challenges with secrets revealed. Oh man, I'm afraid I have to restart the stream, seriously. Is there something else I can do? Maybe I can try unplugging my mouse and plugging it back in. But usually that doesn't help. It's something with the... it's not the mouse itself, it's the ports on my... It's Microsoft. It does seem mildly better. It's still floating. We might have to do a very quick computer restart here. Strumahair is not awake, obviously. Tezik has resubscribed Prime for 4 months in a row. 4 months in a row. Did you hear me? It is a cheat subscribe. I use that as well. Yeah, I mean, Twitch, a lot of streamers are leaving Twitch. I think they just, like, they rip the partners off. I'm not even a partner. I'm like, whatever. But I think that a lot of the streamers are leaving Twitch because they just take too much money. Greedy, corporate America. You last 2 months, my chest has been abysmal. Your rate dropped by a 150 average, could be long COVID. I was talking to my psychiatrist, and She was recommending lecithin. You know, like the the chemical that's in chocolate. It's something like minor, but it might help. You can take like unlimited amount of like lecithin. It will help with like your memory and stuff. It's a good idea. It's a good suggestion. You know, no side effects, and it's like eating chocolate. Yeah, chocolate's good for you if you're not fat. I mean, that's why they recommend, you know, for little kids to eat chocolate at the board. But chocolate is the only thing I know of that contains lecithin, but there might be other things. Um, it's supposed to help with like thinking and memory. I have a bad feeling about this. Hey, what's up, Miro? I don't know. I'm like tanking on an obvious move here. Actually, maybe Queen C2 should be considered. Sumhair's favorite move. I'm considering. It's been considered. Yeah, really strange last night. I normally can't sleep after simuls, and I hit the REM sleep, and I feel refreshed, which is weird. Not perfect, but the best I felt in a few days. I keep weird hours, pretty much. So, poker all night Saturday night. Good thing Bob's not here. We'd really be in trouble. Anyway. What do I do with this? This is an amazing defense he's trying here. The flying buttress. Flying Dutchman. So he just lets me have this big center, and he's going to blockade and hide behind it there, like Benoni style. Did I place my bishop on the wrong square? Maybe. Maybe my bishop would have been better on, you know, ultimately on e2. You stopped to think too long. You lost a lot of rating. Yeah, this guy at my poker game on Friday, our dealer, plays chess, and I don't know how good he is. He's probably like pretty good, maybe 1900. He made me play blitz with him while I was playing poker, and I lost on time. I was up a piece, so it was sort of stupid. Eventually I hung a rook, but that's my only blitz game in the last month. Other than that, I've only played rapid. I didn't want to break his heart, so I didn't tell him, like, you just beat me in my first blitz game in 6 weeks or something. But yeah, my point is, like, not playing blitz feels like it's really helped me. I mean, I am slow, you know, there's no doubt about that. You gotta love the way that the Miro Sumer is playing this. Damn it. I have compensation. I feel compensated. By the way, is your psychiatrist in Hungary? Yeah. Both. I have an online Hungarian psychiatrist. Yeah. Yeah, I honestly, like, I wasn't seeing anyone for a long time, but I had this blood pressure thing last year, and it was stressing me out. And I was like, shit, I should try to investigate all angles. Like, why do I have high blood pressure? So it can be like anxiety related. Anyway, I mean, I'm happy I had a good tournament at the World Senior. I was telling her about it. But it's like one thing if I play well in wow, look at that king side. Look at that king side you've got there. Damn, dude. One thing if you play well in one tournament, and I can't play in the morning still. Castles, bishop takes h2, king takes h2, knight g4 check, king g3. Alright, screw it. Bring it on, bro. Do the Greek gift. Do the roar. Popped out to g3 with the king. My queen's on c2. Is that a problem? No, it's not a must, Tezing. It's not a must. I think it's a desperado, actually. His last two moves I'm not sure about. It feels like he went the wrong direction. The rook b8, a6 stuff, it feels like he should be playing in the center. So, I have no way of defending h2, but I do have king g3, which probably wins for white. He doesn't have a lot of reinforcements for this Greek gift sacrifice. It's like take the first wave of attackers. It's like plants versus zombies. Okay, so knight g4. The first wave of zombies is upon us. So I have g3, but h3 is the obvious move. I'm probably the only chess streamer in the world who compare chess to plants versus zombies. Okay. Queen h4. He's out to get me. Look at that. The master of defense. Heinrich Danielson asked me what do I think is my greatest strengths in chess. I'm like, what do you think, bro? I just like almost checkmated you down the exchange in 2 pawns. I just try to survive. Does this work? I am screwed now. Wow. He does queen g3 here. I'm almost mated. Almost. Wow. No way. Oh no. Poor Sumaher. He had such promising chances. He's like Mr. Aggressive. Do you have a tactic? I have a tactic for that. Knight b6. Man, he's so quick too. Quick. Alright, quick. Quick. Make a blunder. Even in the most hopeless position, he's filled with energy and hope. Come on, protected passer. Oh my god, he sacked a piece. That Red Bull energy drink didn't really kick in until the last moment here. I always feel like my opponents are taking some kind of energy drinks when they play like this. It's unbelievable. Wow. Taking your energy drink. Take that. Damn, you're fast. Fast isn't enough. You gotta be good too. Phew, I'm still groggy. You have that move? Ooh, what a beautiful mate. I can't say I saw it, but it's aesthetically pleasing. Damn, what a game. My mouse is still messed up, guys. Alright, we'll hope it can be managed. It's a good thing I'm not playing Blitz. Hey, it's Miro. Peter X. Alright. Really tough, hey, it's Miro. You panicked when I offered 3 queens. Yeah, what's up with the opening there, dude? Am I just wrong to push my central pawns? I assume I made 3 blunders. Nice. I just assumed, like, I should take a space. I was lost in one moment. And I had a terrible position earlier. Maybe I wasn't lost, okay. But I was seriously worse. At 2 points in this game. Is it wrong to just push my pawns up? Can't believe it. He just gives up the center. No one has played that move. Is it wrong to play d5 here? Can't believe it. Man, this is crazy. There's like no games in the Opening Explorer. It's an extremely common position, actually. 75 games for this position. 75 master games. Not a single person has ever played the way you played in a real tournament. You're just a unique individual. I mean, it seems like fundamentally wrong what you're doing. Yeah, I mean, but I felt like obligated to go for it here. But it looks like it's not so good. You know, so I should just keep the tension. Keep. Yes. 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 Yeah, and then I move my bishop to the wrong square. I figured. At the same time, I'm worried about rook e8. I mean, what am I going to do if you do rook e8? It's like a really weird snake Benoni. It's like a snake Benoni Queen's Gambit accepted hybrid. Interesting. Interesting and inspiring. All right, hey, it's Miro. I realized yesterday, like, I suck at playing the white side of the Sicilian. I lost to 2 computers in the simul. Those computers, I would have put up a lot more resistance against them had it been a d4 opening, to be honest. If I'm playing a computer and I play e4, I get, like, destroyed in 15 moves. But if I'm playing a computer and I play d4, I can probably last, like, 50 moves. There's a huge difference. The Benoni again. So let's try the g3. English with g3. World Loser had an interesting game yesterday. Yeah, that was bad what you did in the opening, but after a while I had nothing. And then we had an interesting position at the endgame stage. Before the endgame, I mean the late middle game. Knight to c6. Yeah. So many things. Princess Chess, good morning. Good to see you in World Loser. Bijak, our friends here Monday morning. Uh-oh. Alright, we're in trouble because I don't really know this line. I never play 4d4 really. I don't really play this variation. This does a lot of theoretical history. Karpov Miles, I think, is a famous game, and Karpov's best games. I know that we're canceling Karpov, but to be honest, in my personal opinion, as much as I hate Karpov politically, I have I'm not really like sure that we should have a cancel culture, as far as artists. To be honest, if I'm being honest with myself, we should be able to separate artists' works from the artists themselves, I guess. Anyway, that's our philosophical thought for the day. Our political philosophical thought for the day. You can cancel the artists without canceling their works, I guess. Karpov Miles. Yeah, I mean, I'm supposed to play knight b3 here. That's the main line. What's up with knight b5? It's probably too slow. There's also d5. Shit. Is it because bishop e3 for fun? Yeah, maybe. I'm afraid of Hey It's Miro, though. He knows his lines. And I don't play this line with white. That Karpov Miles line was something with, like, knight g4? No, knight e5 here. Knight e5. Actually, this doesn't look right. Maybe my move order is wrong. This doesn't seem right. My knight, shouldn't my knight like already be on c3 or something? I feel like Karpov has not been chessically relevant since probably like 2004, honestly. But the games, from the previous pre 2000, he was still relevant. These ridiculous things he's done, his play is very weak after 2000. I think a lot of people don't realize that. It's kind of like Spassky. Spassky was a joke, when he played Fischer in 92. I mean, a lot of younger people may not realize that. It was almost like a farce, honestly. I lived through that, It was like, what? Spassky can't possibly have a chance against Bobby Fischer in 1992. But if you look back on it, you weren't present at that time. You thought, oh, this is a great thing, a rematch between. It was a farce. Spassky had zero chance against Boris Spassky. I mean, Spassky had zero chance against Fischer. Anyway, what the hell am I doing here? Not just because Fischer was better. Spassky was too old. He couldn't play anymore. It was ridiculous. Spassky was finished in like 85. Karpov was finished in like 95 when he couldn't beat Nigel Short in a match. It was time to hang it up, dude. Alright. Man, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to castle and sacrifice a pawn here. Yesterday I tried to set a trap. Oh. You played a6 hoping for knight takes d5, knight takes d5, bishop takes... Yeah, I looked at that. Didn't I look at that? I'll have to look at it again, World Loser. That opening you played is okay, but then you followed it up wrong. I think you're not supposed to play it like bishop b4 and queen a5. I kept guessing you were playing the other games. Kept guessing World Loser was on a different game, and then by the time I realized where he was, it was too late. I didn't have a chance to take advantage of his stylistic weaknesses. Yeah, man, we're just sacking a pawn here. That's good. It's the Mora Gambit, basically. It's a Sicilian. It's a weird Mora Gambit where I'm fianchetto on the king side. Yeah, Nigel Short should be cancelled for other reasons. But I mean, seriously, if you're a young person, you think, oh wow, Spassky and Fischer played 2 matches, but I mean, the second match was just a joke. Practically. Nobody knew how good Fischer could play at that point. He had been out of chess for 20 years. But he was still a little younger than Spassky. And so great that even aging might not affect him that badly. Karpov after 2000 is ridiculous. Of course, he'll always be a great player or whatever, but not capable of competing on the highest levels anymore. Yeah, the second match was just a publicity stunt to get money for Fischer, who was like broke, basically. I think. He needed money desperately. He'd basically been living off his savings, probably for like 20 years, And he was really desperate. Spassky's still alive. I saw this picture the other day. It was weird. It was like Karpov and Magnus Carlsen when Magnus was little. Pretty young. I mean, he was like 11 or something. Someone else, maybe Spassky was in the picture. It was like Karpov, Spassky, and Magnus Carlsen. You know, when Carlsen was like 11. Sort of weird combination of generations. What is happening here? We can play e5 now. A lot of times I get tricked into being too aggressive, I think. I've noticed that in my games. I don't know how enduring Carlsen's legacy is. It's an interesting question. We'll see. He's giving up the FIDE World Championship title. It doesn't mean he's like quitting chess necessarily. I talked to like a non-chess player about it, and I think that people now have the wrong impression that Magnus is like quitting chess. It wasn't about quitting chess, right? I mean, we're just not going to defend our FIDE title because it takes too much time. Oh my god, Queen c7? Really? That's a surprising move. Counterintuitive. Counterintelligence. Yeah, I'm not going to let you trade off my dark square bishop. Well, as I said, it's the Mora Gambit. Wonder if Hayes Miro plays like... Oh, he was just talking about he lost a lot of points in 3-2 and 3-0. What does he do? He turns around and he plays like super fast. I'm super slow. I don't know, man, if it's winning. You know, I think you're judging it too... You're judging it a little too... kind of all or nothing. Chess is just hard. Weight is better, but not necessarily winning. But it's just a lot better. I'm gonna lose on time though. This is like a game I would lose against one of the computers from the last stream. Wow. That move is just sick. Does that work? Man, that's sick if that works. One of the computers from yesterday. Unbelievable. Jesus. Dude, how are you so fast? His first time playing World Loser. Seriously. He's gotten, I don't know. He must be like fully blitz addicted. It's like black is like clearly playing for time. I don't remember that Hayes Mirror used to do that so blatantly. I didn't see any. I didn't see any wins I missed. I mean, I can't think of anything I missed as a clear win. And I'm about to lose on time, and my mouse is all crazy. So I have problems with the clock. I have to move, like when I have at least like 5 seconds left, to compensate for my mouse being retarded. I should restart the computer, but I didn't want to disrupt the stream by restarting the whole machine again. White's still only better, not winning. It's freaking freezing here. I mean, it's possible I missed it's even likely I missed the win, but there was, I don't think, any obvious win. And the pawn sack in the opening by me was speculative, probably not objectively correct. I did something wrong with the move order. Now he's taking his time. Ooh, it's freezing. It's freezing here. Snow. Here's his favorite move, Queen A6. Oh no, that's Bishop A6, right. Are you gonna play F6 on me? I love Rook F8, by the way. Well, truly insane. He wants me to take on E6, so I open the F file for him. Sure, I'll just comply. I'm here to help you out. I'll do exactly what you want me to do. Just let me know. Oh my god, he did F6 anyway. Holy crap. What a sick individual. F6 anyway. My god, dude. Jesus Christ. Man, if he was the computer that I played, one of the computers that I played in my simul yesterday, I would be like a dead man. One of. I rarely get two cheaters in the same simul, but that's what it felt like. Mostly people don't cheat in the simul. More likely in like an offhand blitz game. Although I played horribly against those computers. I lost to Mr. Slow again. Just, he's really strong. Really freezing here. Phew, it's cold. Rook G5? Oh no, you have that. Master has Rook G5. He didn't fall for it. Okay. Alright, we really need to make a move. You guys help me find a move here? He almost had like takes on h3 before. I thought if we go back to this position, this looks like where the computer would get me, you know? Like, I probably have very carefully, you know, to calculate bishop takes h3. But I wasn't sure. You know, at first I thought, okay, bishop takes h3, bishop takes h3, rook h6, and like g4. But there he has the brutal, like, rook takes h3, king takes h3, knight f4 check, winning my queen. So then I saw, like, bishop takes h3, bishop takes h3, rook h6, and now only move queen f1. And I didn't see a win for black there. Is it possible that that's nothing? Asterbait, you're late for these Monday streams all the time, bro. Wow. I was never lost. Shoo. My opening was sound? The pawn sack was sound? Wow. I was seriously worried about this. So, like, I only have one move, right? Queen f1. Oh my god, I have queen e6 check. That is bizarre. Oh shit. Okay, so it doesn't work at all. Wow. Yeah, it just doesn't work at all. Okay. No, you had me scared, man. I was scared. Wow, this is theory. The pawn sack is theory. Wow, I don't know this position at all. It's weird. Knight b5, knight c2, they're all moves. Your do mids. Yeah, absolutely. Why do I know no theory here? Oh, I guess because you're supposed to play bishop b4 check. Okay. Wait. If you play bishop b4 check, I don't have to play knight c3 though. See, that's knight c3 transposes to Karpov. Miles. That's a famous line. Right? Nope, it's still a different position. This is still a different position. I don't know the theory here. Queen a6. Best move according to the engine. Oh, there's some theory, but very little, really. I mean, there's no high-level games here, except there's nothing. An old Sarge game from 2010 when he was young. So this is, wow, totally, like, unexplored. So, bishop e7 novelty, d6 has been played. There's a Pankratov game with black, d6. Compensation for pawn. Bishop e7's okay. And now we have Dubov Grishuk. 2 Dubov games. See, I knew queen a6 is a move, but I didn't think he would ever do that because he doesn't like trading queens. h3 was bad. So I missed knight d5? Where? I missed e5. I didn't think it was that strong. Oh, I just went a piece. Oh, shit. I missed e5, winning a piece here. Well, it doesn't win a piece. I mean, it destroys his position, basically. Yeah, okay. No, I missed a lot of stuff. But at least the opening was correct. Guys, subscribers can play first. Extremely cold. Gotta get used to this. I am not used to the cold weather. Petrov defense is becoming like my mainline defense. Sicilian it's hard work, man. And I've been really working on playing this better. You better not. Play the 4 knights with knight d4, knight takes d4. Oh boy, he did bishop c4. Oh boy, oh boy. So if I want to play for a win here, should I avoid playing knight takes e4? We stick to the principled move. It's not like a dead draw or anything. And it equalizes for black. Yeah, I had... What did I have? Bishop takes d5 against somebody last time. Which I didn't even know was a variation. It's not a good one, but it's playable. Yeah, I mean, this variation is just like a beginner line for white. Bishop takes d5, queen d5. Oh, no, okay, this is the main line, actually. And this is the best, bishop d3. Why anybody would want to play this voluntarily with white, I do not know. And I have played knight b4, which is experimental. This is kind of like playing the London system against e4, e5. Do mids. 1,000 in bullet. You're 1,000 in bullet, really? Okay, h3 has to be bad. You like bishop takes a7 line. For black, I hope. I mean, in all honesty, like, I don't know who Dumids is, but I guess he doesn't play bullet. Thousand in bullet. That's believable. That was what, 6 years ago when you were like 4? Seriously. I am freezing. Okay, Wurlizer. Why would you play that? It's like patently... The whole thing is bad for white. There's lots of good things you could play that are crazy and interesting. I mean, play like the King's Gambit or... anything. I mean, why play this? Play the Birds opening. Even the 1,000 players are pretty fast compared to me. I'm gonna put on like a winter coat or something. It's so cold in here. Jesus Christ. I have to start streaming in like a parka. It has to be like 1 degree outside. Oh boy. H3 followed by H4. That can't be right. You play E4 in secret. Well, that's fine. But, you know, if you do, then don't play this. There's lots of fun stuff to play. I'm terrible with E4. I'm afraid to play it in serious games. I did for a while. But I've gotten worse at E4. The other thing, what I talked about was that I was prepared to play E4 in certain circumstances. Like, for example, one thing that I can play with E4 is like the white side of the Panov Caro-Kann. I'm actually quite good at playing the white side of the Caro-Kann Panov. But every time I would like look at one of my opponents, they had like 6 different defenses against E4. It seems like almost everyone has like a multitude of things they can play against E4, and it's way harder to predict what they're going to do. Whereas when people play D4, they don't have, I mean, against D4, they don't have as many like options. Yeah, I try to play E4, but it's too much to learn. It might be too late. In the late 90s, early 2000s, I really started playing E4 quite often, but I mean, I've beaten GMs with E4, but I don't know, deeply I don't feel like I understand it as well. Ooh, my sharpness. Not good. It takes me like 10 seconds to maybe see like that I'm winning a piece with a 1-move combination. It's really, really cold here, guys. I just didn't notice it till now. Today for the first time. To get the portable heater fired up. Too lazy. Yeah, I mean, Sicilian is really hard. I feel like the Sicilian is the biggest problem. Spanish is difficult too. There's just so much to learn. And if someone know how I can email I use for lichess account. I don't understand exactly what you mean. Rephrase the email that you use for lichess email. Are you asking me for my email? Ooh, I'm freezing. Can't concentrate, I'm so freezing. Ooh. I'm too lazy to learn the Spanish Sicilian with white too. Even other stuff. I mean, there's a lot. E4 is hard. You mean my email? He forgot the email he signed up for lichess. That's what I was wondering. How can I know which email did I use for my lichess? Yeah, there should be a link you can click. But I'm not sure. Shouldn't you be able to... Well, they'll send you a notification to that email, but you'll have to check. You'll have to check all your different emails. I'm not sure. Maybe it says, right, when you reset your email, does it say, like, an email sent to and just part of your email address or something? Does it do that? It just says, like, 6 letters, or... I think it might do it, like that. You go to reset your email, it'll say, an email was sent to x666 at Gmail, or maybe. Did you try the password reset? This is unpleasant how cold it is. Ooh. Budapest isn't that... It doesn't get that cold here. Generally speaking. It does get hot, though, in the summer. Really, I shouldn't complain. I lived in Boston. It was colder there. -10 Celsius. Oh, just -10. You must have good insulation in your homes in Alaska, I assume. One of the worst things about my apartment that I'm trying to sell, will be selling, is it's very poorly insulated. I have actually really bad windows. I have really bad skylights that just are horribly insulated. Main reason I need to sell my apartment is because it's just like the windows leak and we need to get it renovated. It's so cold now. There's like a draft coming from the skylight. Man, he is painfully playing this out. Well, how hot does it get, Biro? You don't need air conditioning, do you? Is it like Maine or something, like where it gets pretty hot, even though the winters are cold? A lot of people in Maine complain about how hot the summer gets there. I'm always sort of surprised by that. You're just so used to the cold that any like little bit of heat, you must be like super sensitive. You're like polar bears. If it's like 20 degrees Celsius, you all start like going into like, I don't know, heat strokes or something. You have very high heat sensitivity. It actually gets hot. Global warming. No, that's the uranium deposit. Do you have uranium in Alaska? Are there like uranium mines? I know they're like in northern. There's a lot of uranium mines in like Canada. Northern Canada. Oh, he hung a bishop. That's just the uranium. Maybe we could like checkmate him with my king. Oh yeah, open that H file. I need an extra H file. We're like tormenting him. Sadistic pleasures. Yeah, 85. That's like a nice temperature here for Budapest. If it gets so brutal. I wish it was just 85. But I think it's all a question of getting accustomed to something. Yeah, I mean you could get air conditioning at that temperature, sure. Okay. Nils, are you a subscriber? King Kong, is anyone else a subscriber here? World Loser. Even if World Loser's not a subscriber, I'm still gonna take his challenge because he is former mod. Most former mods get, full lifetime honorary subscribership. King Kong lichess as well. Alright. Ooh, I'm freezing. We'll play King Kong next. I'm sorry that I continuously complain about how cold I am, but I'm just not used to it. The first day when I've really, wow, it's December 12th. December 12/12. That's a lot of twos. 12/12/2022. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 twos. So no twos, zeros, and ones only. Theoretically important variation. We'll make mods for donations. It's my game with... Yeah, well, I guess World Loser knows this now. It's my game with Klaus Bischoff. Santa Claus. He wasn't Santa Claus. Knight A4 novelty. Oh man. I want to can I sacrifice a queen or something? Knight takes E4. Knight takes E4 is calling. Knight takes E4 doesn't work, does it? Knight takes E4. Pawn takes E4. Knight... Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Knight takes E4, pawn takes E4, queen H4, check. And then knight G3. It's the end of the world as we know it. So, I think that bishop B4 should be considered. There are other options, though. I mean, I'm not obliged to play bishop e4 check either. I can let him take my bishop. Well, that's a tough choice. I have bishop e4 check. Bishop e4 check. But I'll still have to resolve my stuff, and if king f2, which he's likely to play, maybe it's better just to play anything else, basically. Just castle. Interesting. So knight a4 theoretical novelty. Now I played a3. I can take on e2 and play bishop to e4 for that matter, you know. I could have played this last move. But I guess it is a concession. Knight takes c5, knight takes c1, knight takes b7. That's a weird position too. Or I can go back to d4 for a second visit. Knight d4, knight c8. It's just a very strange position. Knight d4, knight c8, queen b8. It's just a chess game. I mean, too many choices, honestly. I don't know where to go there. How to play that position. It's weird. It's 12:22. Are you serious? It was 12:22. That's so crazy, dude. I just realized Nels's comment. Oh my god. It was 12:22, 12/12/2022. For a second there. That's crazy. Exactly. What's up, World Loser? Thinking for record time here. I'm sure I had more interesting lines. I could have played knight d4. This is just really bizarre, but interesting move. Queen a4. But wait, what does it do? What are we doing? d6, bishop d2, bishop c8. I wanted to go there anyway. Queen a5 is always a bad move. I always tell everybody, the queen's Indian bishop needs to go back to the starting square. This is where he was. He was meant to be unblocked. Django Unchained. Weight is solid though. What happens if a4? Should we do it? Commit. f4. You want to do f4. I probably shouldn't. I shouldn't encourage him. He'll probably really do it. I have f5. Oh, knight h5, g3, threatening f4. And then f5, f4. Wait, knight h5, g3, bishop h3, rook f2. Yeah, it's probably Not a sure thing. Tired of freezing all the time. God damn it. I hate freezing, but I hate being hot too. Alright. I think it's easier to concentrate when it's freezing though, probably. Cold is probably better for concentration than hot. My computers would agree. How am I going to make this work? God damn it. Okay, knight h5, g3, and then what? Knight h5, g3, queen g5. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. Alright, we got an idea, finally. It only took me like 2 minutes to find it. Pinned by Sledgy. I like that. It's a chess. It sounds chessic. Pinned by Sledgy. Alright. Next is... Oh no, he left King Kong? No, King Kong's still here. King Kong. Then Peter. G3. Queen g5. With the idea of semicircle. Man, World Loser. We got him thinking. It's 35 degrees here. Dude, that's your excuse. There you go, Astrobate. That's why you can't concentrate in the simul's. What happened to our game? You just like lost on time? On move 7 or something? You just like went out to smoke a cig and didn't come back to like today? Wasn't for this move, I would be in really big trouble, probably. But I feel like this is okay. No, I didn't take this too deep. But the point is, anytime he tries to play f4, I can play knight takes f4. g4 weakens his king side. We should be able to make it work. I'm ready to play f5. That's all you need to know. Look, ma, no bad pieces. Okay, my knight is on the side, but okay, here we go. Here we go again. Take. Bishop takes. Bishop f5. And that's a problem. Man. So close. Yeah, takes, bishop takes, so I probably have to play f4. Alright. It is what it is. Signal the retreat. Wait, what's going on here? We must. Knights. Knight lift. Nothing can possibly go wrong here for white. Who feels like a piece sacrifice? Knight g3 was winning. I don't think so, man. I mean, really? Yep, you can never be too careful. Look, I've been wrong. I mean, maybe, but I didn't see anything there. That particular position, I mean, I considered it. But I need some sort of, you know, convincing follow-up. Well, there's one thing for sure about Knight g3. It either works or it doesn't. You know, there's no in between. I mean, all right. So how do we break through, huh? Is he legitimately defending this position? I don't think so. I can play rook h3. Now we're threatening rook b3. Yeah, I mean, I think, like, yeah, the final straw is, like, a sacrifice on f3. So we're threatening rook takes f3. King takes f3, rook h3 check, king e2, and then, like, rook e3 check. Fatal consequences. But maybe not in every position. This might literally defend. Damn, I'm down to 19 seconds to his minute and 44. Does he, like, use my time or something? It's pretty funny. I'm gonna, like, crawl into, like, a tent or something. I'm so frozen here. I need to set up, like, a campsite in my office. I miss that. Oh no. Kerosene. Yeah, a good way to burn down my apartment, probably. You know, the good thing about Hungary is, like, mostly they don't use, like, wood, wood buildings, so it's not as easy to burn down your house here, since most buildings are made of stone. It's not as much of an issue. I'm freezing. There's no heat upstairs where my office is. So, I'm relying on the heat coming up from downstairs, which normally does happen. Oh, I have check. That sneaky old check. So I did make a blunder at one point. Man, this is the best. This is the only good line. Yeah, so I'm not seeing knight g3 check working, but definitely was something that we should have considered more seriously. I dismissed this pretty quickly. I didn't see anything clear, but it's definitely a move to be considered. Earlier, how much earlier can you play it? It would have to be now. Like here or something. No. You can play it as perpetual check, maybe. I don't even think we have that. See, the problem, like, you don't even... I looked at this, but you don't have rook f6, bishop... You need rook f6, rook h6, and you don't have that. Maybe if, like, white's bishop wasn't protecting the h6 square. We had another challenger who was a subscriber, but he's gone. What time is it, by the way? Okay, I'm shooting for another half an hour. No, I mean, I don't mean to diss you. It's like we should definitely check these lines. I did analyze it, although I didn't vocalize. You know, I looked at the idea of sacking on g3, but I can't vocalize everything. I did check it, and I didn't like this fact that, you know, we take here. We don't have this. There's also the reverse of it. You know, we try to do like rook, queen h3, and I was afraid this was a problem because he has this. Yeah, so I had to re-coordinate, but we actually played a pretty good game. I did make one blunder. Must have been here. What's my blunder? Knight h7 blunder. Really? Knight e7 blunder? I had a bishop sack on g4. Wow. So this apparently wins for black. I didn't really consider it. I didn't believe. The truth is out there. King Kong. Wasn't it King Kong? Yeah, so you played a new move, Knight a4. How is Knight a4? Knight a4 is the engine's third favorite move. And man, it's really hard to say like what black should play after that. It's hard to say. I realize like bishop e4 check, you just walk away. I've had a couple games like that recently where I underestimated. I literally had, was it 1 or 2 games where my opponents put their king on f2 and I was actually not benefiting from their king being on f2. And I know, World Loser, how much you like putting your king on f2. So I'm not gonna like encourage you to put your king on f2 because I know you don't have any fear of that. And it's actually useful for white, probably. So, alright, onward and upward. It's an interesting thing, though. A lot of times it can be good, in other cases, I'm just helping you. You know, I think in this case, I'm just helping you if I do that. Literally helping you develop and put your pieces on better squares. Not all king f2s are created equal. I guess we'd rather have the opponent have his king on e1 and not be able to castle or something. You guys, I'm gonna like crawl in a hibernation den and yeah, what is King Kong? Alright. It's weird. It's like this should be the hottest time of the day, the warmest time of the day. It's like 1 p.m. and I'm like freezing my ass off here. It just keeps getting colder and colder. Uh-oh. Speaking of World Loser, it's the possible semi-Slav. I'm going to avoid it for now. It's freaking freezing, guys. I'm seriously going to turn on. I don't know if I trust my portable heater. It hasn't been turned on in like a year. We'll do some electrical checks. Don't leave your kerosene or electric heaters on unsupervised. Bishop d6 is a very strange move. Perhaps you played that against me before. Someone played this. Vlad from Harvard Square, this like coffee house player, used to play bishop d6. I think the Vlad defense. He was probably like 2100. can't repeat the things he used to say. Well, I could, but it's crude. He used to combine like curse words in English. He would do like multiple. He would say like multiple curse words in like one word. He would combine them into one word. Interesting person, huh? Charming. Always remember him for that. Phew, it's freaking freezing. So, castle queenside. It's not enough to just get one curse word in. You have to combine two to make a double curse word when he would like blunder in a blitz game for money. Freezing. He had a Russian guy with a strong accent, and he would mastered the American or English curse words in his vocabulary. The charming individuals you meet in the chess world. All right. A6. So we start attacking. Now or later? Or we could play c5, actually. What? Huh? Alright. Too many bong hits. Our opponent just blundered c5 and bishop takes h7. That's another kind of combination. Multiple blunders. That's a weird move. He's a pretty good player. He must be letting his little brother play on his account. King Kong Jr. King Kong Fooey. Hong Kong Fooey. I'm thinking of Hong Kong. I always get this guy confused with Hong Kong. I was thinking he's from Hong Kong. Wow, he's just dropping pieces. Oof. He wasn't ready for that game. Alright, Peter. Thanks everyone. Don't forget to gift a sub. We'll take donations, please. Nils, no donation. To play first. Is Nils still here? You could have made a donation to get to play first. Yeah, I was thinking we need to try to incorporate some new openings and not just b6. I still want to play the King's Indian. I don't know, the Grunfeld just seems too theoretical. Speaking of Nils, it's like, damn, every line is like involving a lot of exchanges. Very technical opening, the Grunfeld. Gotta know a lot of theory to play that, it seems like. At least on a high level. Masturbate very quiet today. 2 pins in a row. Should we do the from yesterday? The Lev Gutman variation? This is sort of dubious and I never had a great score with it. But I told the story how Vojkovic played it against me. The idea is black plays sort of a pseudo Grunfeld, Jurgenitsa type of setup with d5. And if white prevents that or sets up for that, then you go back into... You sort of like... You threaten either d5 or d6 depending on what white does. It's interesting. Though objectively not great. It can kind of throw... It threw me off. I didn't know exactly what I'm supposed to do with white when I faced it. I noticed that Gutman played it. One of the only grandmasters I saw any games by. He plays like weird stuff. We have a challenge from AJ. No, I can't read. This player has no games. I do have time for one more game after this. Maybe. We'll see. Let's check the temperature outside. What do we got? It's really cold here. (1 p.m. and Budapest, Hungary. It's very windy too. 0. So I'm not imagining this. Feels like -6. Oh shit. So with the wind chill, because of the high winds outside, there's such a high pressure system that it says feels like -6 outside. We're almost like Alaskan freeze here. Okay, so bishop e2. How do we deal with that? The d5. The bishop d3 doesn't discourage knight e4. So we go with d5. And I think this could be a sort of Gurgenidze type of thing. He doesn't exchange pawns. Yeah, and we definitely have to play knight e4. Is my mouse? My mouse is a little better, huh? What happened? Why is my mouse working properly? No wonder it's so cold. (12-12). Yeah, he's playing the best move probably. Keeping the tension. He doesn't give me knight c6. Don't ask me what the plan is. I never play this. I'm wondering about a strange move here. Knight a6. So if you play bishop f5, then white has queen b3. Prophylaxis. Queen b6? No. Yeah, I don't know, guys. What am I supposed to play here? I know this variation sucks. Okay, queen b3, queen a6. Sorry, queen e3, queen b6. Pawn takes d5. I seem to be losing something there. Pawn takes d5, queen b3, a b3, knight takes c3, b takes c, c takes d. Perhaps better for white, but not that bad. How else am I going to protect my b7 pawn? Some sort of awful move. Queen b3 is very strong for white. He found it. Founded by knight d7, sacking the pawn. If I could trap his queen somehow, obviously it would be playable. Okay. He traded. No, I trade. My bishop is holding the b1. So that's important. Also my rook stops bishop a3. So there's some serious disadvantages in white exchanging queens on b6, I think. I didn't expect him to do that. You know, I thought he would take on d5 first. Then I might have to take on b3. That's probably better. Rook c8. Bishop a3. Rook takes a4. Bishop takes e7. Do I want to lose my, central pawn? And not really. But let's see, like rook c8, bishop a3, rook a4, bishop e7, take a1, take a1. Now I can take on c3 and get another pawn. No, I think it's a deal. I mean, it's a nice deal. No, but I have alternatives. Like bishop f8. No, he didn't do it. Okay. f6 at some point. Kind of reminds me of a Game with World Loser in a weird way. f6 at some point. How about now? Keep him honest. Yeah, no time like the present. I've got another challenge. Right, f6 is always bad. That's why I play it almost every game. Queen a4, World Loser. World Loser brought us the never played Queen a5 yesterday. I mean last game yesterday. My brain is frozen. We gotta keep him honest. Preventing knight h4. Okay, now is g4 a problem? I really need to develop my pieces. I'm not in love with g4. I guess I have bishop c2, huh? This could get kind of sharp. Freezing my butt off here. I don't think there's anything wrong with my position, personally. People are way too biased against like isolated doubled pawns. The point is that white can't attack them. They're not weak. White has weaknesses too. This and this. I mean, at the bottom of everything is like white has two weaknesses and I have, you know, two theoretical weaknesses, but who's to say like which is more relevant? You know, it all comes down to calculation. Oof. I don't think the black position is great either, but I don't think it's that bad. White is probably better here. The knight on e5 is very strong. And I don't really want to take it and like improve his pawn structure. So I'm left dealing with that. I guess though I could maybe pile up on that a4 pawn. Damn, just some tactics here. Knight e5, bishop f5, knight c4, bishop takes c8, knight takes c2, bishop e6, check. But positionally, I think, you know, bishop d3 is a mistake. On some level. Also very complicated. Evaluate two pieces for the rook. White's probably better there, but I'm not sure. Damn, I'm going to lose on time. We are going to lose on time, boys and girls. Very complicated game strategically. Wow. He's attacking my pawn. Oh shit. Yeah, you can't have that pawn. That's bad. Just lost a pawn. The guy's like 1900 and he's killing me now. What's up with that? Dude, I had a lot of moves, but he's like super fast and really strong. I don't know. Dude, I had all kinds of moves, but I mean, I was running out of time chatting and my brain fog started to kick in. Problem was like too many choices. He seems legitimately, like, really strong. I just saw my score against him is very good. And I guess they're, like, simul games. Oh man, I had rook h8 there, and I didn't play it. Wow. Yeah, I'm not used to being in really bad time pressure, since I'm not playing any blitz or anything. Should have played this last move. I'm never playing blitz anymore. He lost on time. White was better. He lost on time. He was nearly winning. So the whole game, like, kind of, like, self-destructed at this point. It looks like it moved 19. Bishop d3 doesn't work tactically somehow. Bishop takes e5? Is that what you're saying? You think I should just go with bishop takes e5? The simple approach. I don't know. Well, I had knight takes d4. Oh. Right, so it's like a variation of the other line. We can do like a different move order. Oh, bishop takes e5 here. See, I really wasn't sure about this. This is, pretty murky, honestly. I thought white might even be better. That's where all my time went, but I have takes here. I missed this. This is strong. Winning a pawn. So we had tactics. We missed all the tactics. I played this. And then I was down to like 12 seconds. I mean, this fork here was an idea, but mainly I'm trying to go to c4. Now 95. Everything was still under control. But this is a serious problem. Yeah, I have the fork with knight b3. I think it's probably a draw, though, objectively. Maybe not. Which way do I take? The base of his chain? I mean, obviously we talked about this earlier. The whole pawn structure is pretty crazy. White's probably okay here. Objectively, it should have been a draw. That's why I don't play bullet chess and blitz anymore. What's the point of playing chess if you don't? If you miss all the tactics. Yeah, I should just quit, man. Ooh, raided. I love raided. I agree completely. This player has no games. Resident spectator. Alright, resident spectator. Last game, I gotta go, guys. Well, I don't always miss all the tactics, you know? I mean, sometimes it happens. It's fucking cold here. -6 with wind chill. Excuse my language. I gotta get the electric heater kicked on. Electric. Bishop a6. Never play queen a4. I only ate cornflakes the whole morning today, so I don't have any. I don't have any, like, protein for my brain. G-Souts. Brain is lacking protein. I gotta get some lunch. I'm hungry. You can't calculate on an empty stomach. My body needs protein, right? Pasta. Wait, no. Carbohydrates? Is that good for the brain? As far as I know, protein is not bad. The brain is a muscle. What am I doing here? Wow, Queen E8. Well, I am a medical doctor, of course. Not. So we'll get into a discussion with you about the details of... People are always like, you should eat fish because it's good for your brain. Fish is meat, right? Bishop F4. Lecithin. I was talking about lecithin today, but I never know what I'm talking about. That's our biggest problem. Should I take... Oh, dude did pre-move. Resident spectator. The pre-move? You're not even going to consider pawn takes there? Not even a consideration. You got 6.5 minutes and you didn't even consider B takes C? I mean, okay. It's an option. What do you have against pawn takes? That's why you're psychic. You know everything. I mean, of course. Sugar makes me fat. Too fat. Need to burn more calories. In the -6 degree weather outside. I can't wait to go for a walk. I think we're going to skip exercise today. It's cold enough inside. Tomorrow I have time maybe to exercise. You know, it's a strong chance I would hang my queen here in my current condition. But it was such an unusual move, you know, I made a note of that our queens are in take here. A mental note. Rook E8 works out well for black. Especially if this opens. Oh man, don't talk about jacuzzis. Are you serious? You have to do that? Really? Why not talk about like a big juicy burger? I'm like freezing, -6 temperature outside, and Astrobite's gonna mention jacuzzis. Come on, dude. Why do you have to torture me? Talk about like prison camps or something. How to tough it up in the prison camp. Don't tease me with jacuzzi time. Yeah, just think Siberian prison camp. And if I think like that, one meal a day. Paul Whelan. Then it doesn't seem so bad, you know, how freezing I am right now. Paul must feel bad, dude, that they didn't trade for him. But on the other hand, what do I know about global prisoner swaps? Man, Siberian prison camp doesn't sound like a lot of fun. But it makes me feel better about my current freezing conditions. Now you moved the rook again. I said it was useful on that file, and you moved it again. Pawn takes pawn. We trade everything down into the ending. The IQP. I could have played bishop g5, I guess. Man, I'm glad we didn't have any like political banter on the stream today. I just really not in the mood for that on Monday morning. Oh. I'm like in pain. I'm so cold. Well, no, I mean a lot of times I'm going to exchange pawns, and then the rook's going to be on an open file. That's the point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, bishop d4 can be met by knight b5. The revolving door. Prethia. Sorry, no time to play another game today. Guys, let's join me for our Rapid tournament tomorrow night. I've got to send out the message for Rapid. We send a warning message to everyone Mondays and Tuesdays about our Tuesday night Rapid tournaments. I know about, unfortunately, I'm working. I feel like that all the time. Okay. IQP, you know me. This is a good, I would say a good IQP position. How about knight e4 for him? No. Nope. Knight d7? He's going to have to give up his dark square bishop if he plays that. Same idea. Knight a6, protecting c7 as well. Yeah, I mean, I think this might be a reasonable idea. How about taking on c5 and then what? Do you have a better freaking idea? Bishop g5 at some point. Actually, you know, maybe we give him bishop e7. If I play bishop f4, bishop e7. That's what I'm talking about. Now the bishop is protected, by the way. Well, it's protected if he takes with the knight on c5. So this is a moment, very important moment here. Which way do you take? Do you connect your pawns, or do you protect your bishop on b7 and centralize your knight? Now that's something to think about. He connected his pawns, leaving his knight on c7 and leaving his bishop unprotected. So if I play bishop to e5, he probably has very few moves not to lose material. Bishop g5. Wait, why? Oh, bishop g5, knight c7. When he's inflicted with like a horrible structure. Inflicted. I can inflict. There's also bishop e5, knight d7. Bishop takes d5. Knight takes d5, rook takes d5. There's bishop e5, knight g4. Shoot. That's a problem. So we could play... No, I'm going to do it. I don't see any other real good way to play this. Thematic concentration on the d5 square. Everybody is doing their job. Do your job. Or else. Yeah, you have to. I mean, there's no other choice. Okay, takes doubling of pawns. Now, there's knight a4, rook d2, rook d2. I mean, what am I going to do next? No, bishop e5 ran into knight g4. My bishop had no good place to go after that. Jumping Jackson. That seemed like an issue. So he played rook c8. I thought he had to play rook b8 and defend his bishop. Less pawn moves, less weaknesses. Efficiency. Now, rook b8 was clearly the better move. Yeah. White is winning. But bishop a6 is a good try. There's a pigeon on the window. Bishop takes. It doesn't matter, right? I take with the bishop. Maybe it's not rain. It has to be a pigeon. The only thing on my window can be is a pigeon. Possibly a crow. Alright. He resigned. All right. Analysis board. Queen e8, guys. I gotta go. It was nice knowing you. I made a mistake. Must have been here. This graph drops massively. So everything's fine. Everything's fine. Knight d3 was my mistake. Wow. So the computer doesn't like retreating my knight. What does it want me to do? Like e4 doesn't work. What do you want to do? Like double rooks now? Say rook d2 immediately? Oh, bishop g5 immediately. For some reason I thought black could play knight to d7 there. But we don't take rated challenges. So why is this so strong? Didn't they talk about this? Was it bishop e7 I didn't like or something? Knight g4. Jeez. This is really bad. I think it was in a different position when I said that. It was like here. I was talking about this position here. But I should have just played bishop g5 immediately. I forgot about this idea too. This is a common one. Knight c4. Yeah, white just has a really good game. Yeah, you had to play rook b8, right? And then, you know, you're still hanging in there, it seems like. I might play b3, I wasn't sure. But this is the only move. You have to play rook b8 and you're still hanging in there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Rapid tournament tomorrow night. I'll see you all there. Much love. Bye-bye.